What is going on, beautiful people? My name is BetSam, and we are back after an agonizing week last week where Joaquin Buckley and Umar Sy did let us down, and the Slam of the Week streak came to a crashing halt. Shout out Kamaru Usman. He did what legends do, but we are back. We're putting that in the rearview mirror. It's time to put our positive energy forward and select a winning. I was going to do a winning Slam of the Week, but we're going to do a Slam of the Week parlay because, I think I let the people down with the Buckley pick there. I know a lot of people have already let me know in the comments that, Joaquin Buckley seemed like the right pick and all the rest of it. But I truly, truly mean this when I say that I am looking to make each and every single one of you money. And that's what I'm doing this for. So we're going to bust into our Slam of the Week suggestions, and then I'm going to run through the parlay. First Slam of the Week suggestion is going to be Nazim Satakov at $1.24 here, minus 415 for my American homies. Listen, Nazim Satakov is taking on Nicholas Motta, and I truly just believe this guy is better almost everywhere the fight goes, and I really like the gym that he trains out of. He's got some great wins on his resume. His win over Evan Elder is aging incredibly well. His fight against, Slava Claus, if you go and you watch the skills that he displayed in that matchup in his striking, you can see that Nazim can really be a knockout artist. He has the ability to put anybody's lights out in that division. So Nazim Satakov at $1.24, heavy consideration as the Slam of the Week. The next suggestion is going to be Tagir Ulanbekov, the runt of the Dagestani pack, if you will. Tagir Ulanbekov, Khabib's boy. He is the flyweight Dagestani, and at $1.28 here, minus 360 against Isat Maxim. This isn't an Isat Maxim fade. I actually think Isat Maxim is an incredibly talented individual, and I think that he can beat a lot of people in this division. I truly do believe that Tagir Ulanbekov is the best version of himself that we have ever seen today. The Tagir that went out there and defeated Clayton Carpenter, that Tagir Ulanbekov goes through here and he's able to, sun Isat Maxim here, because a lot of the things that Clayton Carpenter does well, I think he does them with more strength and tenacity than Isat Maxim. While Isat Maxim's striking, you can say is a little bit more clean and a little bit more of a flow state, I would say that Clayton Carpenter carries more power. In the raw athleticism within the wrestling, I would say that Clayton Carpenter possesses more threat there. Tagir Ulanbekov went out there and made light work of Clayton Carpenter in a matchup that I, quite frankly, thought that Clayton Carpenter could get a foot in the door with. And so Tagir Ulanbekov in this spot, heavy consideration for Slam of the Week. Next up, we're going with is Mktvic Orban, the caveman himself. If you haven't seen Mktvic Orban taking on Mateusz Rebecki, then you got to go watch that right now, because that is a top 10 all-time UFC fight as far as I am concerned. I truly think that that is a display of violence, blood, massive shots, heart from both sides, back and forth. You go to the third round, you don't know who's going to run away with it. I picked Mateusz Rebecki as an underdog in that matchup, and I was still biting my nails to the final bell, despite the fact that Rebecki busted up Orban's eye in the first 3 minutes. So, Mktvic Orban, you can never count this man out. He has never been put away in his professional career. He's coming in here. I think he's going to have a physical advantage over his opponent there in Azerbaijan. I think Mktvic Orban, he's younger. He's going to be a little bit stronger in the clinch, and I think that this guy, you can throw the kitchen sink at him, doesn't really go away. So Mktvic Orban, heavy consideration. And then our last Slam of the Week, our last Slam of the Week option, if you will, is going to be Jeongyong Park, the Iron Turtle. I think this guy's a fucking beast, bro. I think Jeongyong Park, he goes out here, he's got strong grappling, he's got pretty good boxing, and he's durable. He never seems to get marked up in his fights here. He's taking on Ismail Nurdiv, and I think that Jeongyong Park is honestly just going to be too much of a step up in competition for him. He's going to grab him, drag him down to the mat, and defeat him with the grappling. And even if it is a purely striking matchup, I could still see Jeongyong Park pressuring forward, utilizing his boxing, and just ignoring the shots coming back. Jeongyong Park is the final Slam of the Week suggestion. Now, who we're running with for Slam of the Week, and there is no edit here, guys. I haven't put together an edit for the Slam of the Week. There won't be one for the underdog opportunity as well. But moving forward, I will be trying to manage my time better. Forgive me. And we'll try to get those edits back on track. The Slam of the Week parlay, first leg, is going to be Mktvic Orban to defeat Tufi Musayev. Listen, I know Tafik Musayev is very athletic. This dude does have round one upside. His KO ability and his shot selection, his speed, it's all a problem. Mktvic does get hit, but he doesn't get put away, man. Mktvic Orban literally eats everything that comes his way. And until the day that chin gives in, I'm going to trust it because I've watched it just get cracked and cracked and cracked. And the dude just does not give up. So Mktvic Orban, I'm going to take him here to defeat Tafik Musayev in home country in Azerbaijan. I think that he spoils the debuting party of Tafik and goes out there and wins either by submission or decision. That's leg one of the Slam of the Week. For the leg two, we are going to go with Tagir Beckov against Isat Maxim. Listen, I'm Team Habib all the way, man. Yes, Tagir Beckov. I love me some Dagestanis. It is what it is. When you line me up with a beard and no mustache, I got to say yes. Tagir Beckov, just for a similar stylistic matchup in Clayton Carpenter. Now he goes out here against Isat Maxim. As long as he stays safe within round one, because Isat Maxim does throw hammers in round one, then Tagir Beckov should be able to take over in this fight, utilizing his grappling. And as the fight grows longer, we could see him whip out the striking late, like he did against Clayton Carpenter, where he actually had Clayton Carpenter in the third round shooting on him as well. Guys, that is going to be the Slam of the Week. It is actually a plus money slam, so if you guys get on that right now, the odds are still juicy on that. And, hopefully we can make up for the Buckley loss, get the people's faith back on the BetSam train. I hope we can all make some money this weekend. I know the majority of the community lost money last week with Umar Sy, Angelosa, Joaquin Buckley. There was a lot of spoiled parties, shall we say. Alonzo Menifeld went out there and robbed everybody for the bookie. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. That's going to be Slam of the Week. And if you want to unlock my premium bets and more, you can sign up to wewantpicks.com/betsam. The link is in the description of this video, goddamn. For all my bets, round line leans, many other tools, code BetSam. This also unlocks Angelo's safety parlay, Jacob's underdog lock of the week, and his other picks. You also get 10% off using code BetSam. Take it easy, guys. Thank you for watching.